Welcome back again to the Crypto Report. Great having you guys here. A lot of things happen in cryptocurrency, but not all of it's good, of course. Of course, the prices are down, but at least Bitcoin kind of swung back up just a little bit. Hard to say what's going to happen from here, but I hope you enjoy the show. Let me know what you think. Normally, I'm filmed before a Be Live audience, but we'll get into that in a second. Here we go. Okay, first thing I want to talk about, as I said, normally I'm filming for a Be Live audience, but the button kind of disappeared from my app, so I went to the Telegram to try to find somebody. I haven't got an answer yet, but I scrolled back, and apparently access is disabled for now. That's a heck of a shame because I really enjoyed that platform and wanted to see where it was going. But it is what it is. So let's move on to the news. As I said, not everything's great. If you haven't heard, VeChain, the VeChain Foundation was hacked. They lost about $6.5 million in VET tokens. Yeah, I hate that for them. That's about 1.1 billion VET stolen. It was from their buyback wallet, and of course they've looked into it and said they believe it was actually human error, or more like human mistake. I think it was something about writing down a wallet private key or something like that. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but it was human error, not technological error, and I believe they've got it figured out and fixed, and they have been working with a security firm to try to track the tokens and which exchanges they go to. Excuse me, to solve the problem. It is a shame. It's a shame. It's something we deal with in digital space with new technology, and of course, these things will help bring better security as we find the issues. As the issues roll in, they can be addressed and they can be improved. So hopefully they've learned a lesson and got it taken care of. But it is just from their buyback wallet, so hopefully it doesn't affect. I don't know a lot about VeChain. I don't know if their buyback wallet is a burn wallet or just a buyback wallet. I believe it's just a buyback wallet, but I will go on from there. Now, as for mass adoption of the blockchain, Sweden's central bank, Riksbank. If I said that wrong, I apologize. I get half these pronunciations wrong. That's the problem with reading articles and reading reports. You don't actually hear it. So if I got it wrong, sorry, Central Bank of Sweden, Riksbank, close enough. They're actually partnering with an Irish professional services firm. Here we go again. Accenture, I believe I got that one right, to launch the Krona. They've partnered for the pilot platform for the digital currency, and I believe this is going to be their central digital currency for Sweden. So once again, another country moving into the blockchain digital world, and America still falling further and further behind. I mean, with Turkey, with Sweden, with China, and many other countries moving into blockchain technology. In America, of course, the country I live in, getting left way behind. Hopefully, we can address that in the near future and move forward with the technology. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer when the entire world is moving towards blockchain technology, whether it be, as we said, China, whether it be Turkey building a full digital infrastructure, whether it be Sweden, their central bank, whether it be France. I believe. Oh man, I believe the European Central Bank altogether is moving into digital technology, and it's a no-brainer again. Once again, the fees are non-existent. I mean, depending on the currency you use, some of them have minor fees, but compared to intercontinental transfer at a current banking system, the fees are just almost non-existent, and the transfer is almost immediate. So it's again, it's a no-brainer. It's the next step. It's the where technology is moving. It's once again, it's like when the dot-com phase started, and everybody had their dot-com, and everybody. I had a few web pages when I was a kid, a few of them, and they were all free. You know, it was real easy to get one and start one, but of course there were digital businesses starting up left and right. And eventually, of course, it weeded out the ones that weren't going to make it, and the ones that would, and the ones that did just blew up. Amazon, Google. I mean, Amazon just started as an online bookstore, and look at what they are now. So, anyway, with all this technology moving, and this is the next phase, this is the start of mass adoption, and I just want to see everybody taking advantage of it. We also have Coinbase, the Coinbase CEO. Coinbase, they've gained a patent to send Bitcoin by email. I mean, it's a little weird. I mean, I could see attaching your email address to your wallet, which I think is really all they've done is attached the email address from Coinbase to Coinbase, similar to the spend card. You can transfer it between users. Coinbase, not Coinbase. Oh, what's the one by Square? Cash. The Cash app. You can transfer it from user to user, and it does simplify it. I think that's a good thing, simplifying the transfer where you don't have to remember a bunch of random numbers and letters just to transfer your currency. This will help out your average user. This will definitely help out the average person move into the digital currency space. So it has a lot of potential. Of course, me personally, I use Unstoppable Domains right now, and I'm so far very satisfied, and I'd like to see where it goes. I actually have 4 domains. I do recommend checking them out. Unstoppable Domains. They now have the .crypto domain, and here's the bonus with that. Here's the bonus with that. If you can actually use the domain name for your site if you have, I believe it's a personal IPFS server set up. I haven't got that far yet in building my system, but I'm getting there. So a lot of potential there with Unstoppable Domains. Now, Usually I do this part as my simple short bread and butter. I like to report on Tron and Wink. Ugh. And here we are. Tron is still making waves. I mean, the price has dropped a little bit. I think last time I checked it was 1.3 cents. Let me check right here. Yeah, it's 1.33384 pennies right now per Tron token, which I'm okay with that because I'm about micro incomes, and that's the way I've built up my investment strategy. I'm not a whale. I'm not even a frickin' dolphin, you know what I'm saying? I'm plankton as far as most investors I've met are concerned, but I've set it up to where I have continuous growth, continuous returns, everything from the Wink platform to the Tron SR voting to, of course, the last couple episodes I've talked about BlockFi. BlockFi, I have my interest-bearing account, my MCO card, my spend card. Spend, I get the cash back. MCO, I get the cash back. So a lot of possibilities. And spend, the spend card, you actually are able to spend your Tron directly. You don't have to transfer it. You don't have to convert it into USD before you spend it. You just hit the little switch if it's necessary. And honestly, while we're waiting, it's not ideal for us investors to spend it, but I recommend using it because using it will help show its capabilities as a token, as a coin, as a currency. So a lot of potential there. And I will have my referral links for the spend card, the MCO card, and quite a few other good earning potential, a lot of cashback potential in the description. But moving on to the news, man. Moving on to the good things happening. Tron has gave a shout out to Zcash and the developers of the ZK Snarks. Anybody that doesn't know, this is giving the capability to give private transactions, which of course will help increase security. So there's a lot of good things still moving forward with Tron. Seeing the way it's built up, this is a no-brainer. And anybody who's still stuck on the little snafus with the Buffett lunch or anything like that, you're missing the big picture. You're missing the big picture horribly. Because this is awesome partnership with Samsung. And the ZK Snarks, they plan to add the ability to use to all their smart contracts, which gives private transaction. This will add support to all TRC10, TRC20 smart contracts. So there's a lot of potential in this, and the private transactions is really excellent for decentralization, I believe. That's in my opinion, so I do think it's a good thing. Next, we actually have the Zephyr exchange. It's said to be the first DeFi exchange on the Tron network. That's awesome. That's awesome. We finally got something coming. It actually is going to be released in a matter of days. It goes live on December 24th of this year, which, as I'm recording right now, it's the 20th, about to be the 21st. So you're probably going to get this video on the 21st. But that being said, matter of days, the first DeFi exchange on the Tron network, the Zephyr exchange. Now, here's a really cool thing that I like. I like because it matches my investments. I'm sorry. They promise to be backed by the WIN token, the BTT BitTorrent token, and token holders will be able to borrow TRX by using their tokens as collateral. Now, this reminds me of BlockFi, which I've talked about. BlockFi, you have the ability to get... they will lend you based on the amount of cryptocurrency that you have deposited. Now, the only ones they offer are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and GUSD, which I believe is the Gemini stablecoin. So you can borrow against those. But this one will give you the capability to borrow against your Tron network tokens. So you can deposit your tokens here and receive TRX as a loan, I'm sure with interest, for having it on their network. Now I plan on all the tokens that I don't necessarily use. I'll be real, anything they make available that I have extra of, that may only be just a few. It's not really enough for me to exchange. It's enough for me to just hold on to. I'm probably going to move into there. I'm probably going to move into Zephyr. And because it has another bonus as well. Every token on Zephyr, there will also be a corresponding daily interest and liquidation ratio. You get the capability to earn interest on my Tron network tokens. Are you for real? Are you for real? I'm in. I'm in already. Yeah, you got me. You got me with every bit of this. You got me with every bit of this, and I'm going to start off with smaller things because I want to check the company out. And I recommend everybody do their own research, because this is not financial advice. This is the things that are getting me excited. The things that are getting me truly excited. I could take all my Tron tokens, of course, the ones they accept, and I'm sure over time they will start off with a smaller selection and grow their way up. I'm sure that's completely plausible, but I'll be able to send my Tron tokens there, gain interest off of them. If an emergency happens, like I talked about on an episode a little bit ago, I had to sell $28 worth of Bitcoin. Now I'm selling $28 worth of Bitcoin when I know it's down in a bear market, and I hate it. Completely hate it. It's the wrong timing. But if I have my Tron tokens here, am gaining interest the whole time that I'm hodling. These are my hodling tokens, or a small percentage of, because I like to spread them out, because it's always better to diversify and be safe. Just like with my Bitcoin, I have some on BlockFi, I have some on MCO, both of them interest bearing. If by chance something happens to one of those companies, I still have the other one. Now, I also have some of my investment voting for Tron SRs. I have some of my investment in Wink. I have some of my investment here, there, everywhere, because I believe in micro incomes. Now, this is a strategy I've talked about minimally, but I've given ideas of on this show, and I believe this is a proper strategy for your smaller investors. Okay, like me. If your investment is to a minimal extent, all right, your risk is somewhat greater because you only have so much to lose. At the same time, if someone were to put their entire investment in one coin and the coin goes under, then it's over with. It's over with. Your money's gone. But for us smaller investors, if I can generate micro incomes of dollars a day, through multiple different avenues. And the second part of this equation is to compound that interest back into the projects they came from. If I get some TRX for my SR voting, it goes back into SR voting. If I get some TRX from Wink, I buy more Win tokens. If I get my Bitcoin from BlockFi, it automatically compounds itself and it keeps track of it. So I believe spread out, diversify, and generate micro incomes if you're on a lower investment level completely. It's really easy because this is the long game. This is the long game right now. We're in the middle of the bull market. Possibly about to break up, possibly about to break down, honestly. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. But it could go either way. And I look forward to seeing which way it'll go because I know in the long run it's going to go up. There's too much good going on. There's too much with the technology, and I am very patient. And the more I compound when it does go up, the greater it's going to affect my wallet. The greater it's going to affect my wallet. That's just flat out. If I set a base of micro incomes and the prices moon on Bitcoin or Tron or any one of them, then I've turned that micro income into a major income. And if I sit and compound that interest in the meantime, so Zephyr is a prime project to research, in my opinion. I'm going to do more research myself because I believe in doing your own research. I do want to look into the team, the company itself, figure out what I can. I do want them to go live so I can start putting in small amounts and see how the generation of the interest works. And if it works well, I might start putting in larger amounts, especially with the currencies, the tokens that are just sitting in my wallet that I know are good projects, but I haven't invested heavily into. So I don't have a major amount that makes it worth me trading. It makes it worth me holding. That hopefully they go a certain direction. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man, Tron, you're killing it, and I love it. And I'm honestly not looking at the price. I'm looking at these micro incomes, and I'm looking at the future. So, Justin Sun, shout out. Keep up the good work, man. Speaking of which, he has just mentioned a new game coming out on the Tron network, and he's trying to generate hype. I would like to see where it's going. Something about AI. It is by the team who developed P3D. So I worry about that because I've always heard P3D was a Ponzi or an hourglass contract or whatever. I'm not sure, but I want to see where this game goes. It might be something major. It might be something truly innovative, and I want to at least check it out. About 5 days before, by the time you see this, till its release. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I am going to bring you a port. It's called just.game. Just.game. So if you want to research it for yourself, just.game. Justin is hyping it, so I am definitely going to check it out. Moving on now, back to Wink. Wink, of course, you got my referral link on the screen, so if you feel like playing Wink, if you feel like getting into a strong, established gaming platform, that has a lot of potential. I mean, I was just reading the white paper and the roadmap again. I love it. I love it. Quarter 1, Quarter 2, we should see some major things. By the end of this year, we should see some nice things. The new UI is supposed to be coming. We just had new games released, and you can now play with your BNB tokens. So if you're a Binance fan and you hold your BNB, you can actually now come to the wink.org platform and play Monopoly Live with your BNB tokens. That is awesome because they're starting to add new currencies. I would like to see how they're going to handle the profit sharing with these tokens, whether they're going to, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be one of two things. Either you're going to have a separate wallet where you can have withdrawal addresses, which seems like that's what they set up on Live. You actually have a multi-currency wallet built into the Live platform, and you send your tokens to Live to the address for what you have. So it has the potential to have the withdrawals to your particular wallets as well, I'm sure, and that's kind of what I would prefer, simply for the fact that I like to have my investments diversified, and if I can diversify just for my returns, that'd be awesome. Now, the second option is they convert all profit from the cross-chain tokens to either TRX or USDT. Tether, I'm okay with either one. If I get it in Tether, it gives me the ability to play the markets as if the price drops, I buy in. And if the price goes up, I hold my Tether. So it gives me the chance to buy in at my chosen time, so that my returns, my drops from the platform can be the amount of the currency that I want it to be. Now, of course, the downside is if it just moons while I'm holding USDT, while I'm holding Tether, then I've just missed out on all that profit. But that's okay. That's okay because I'm still getting my returns, my TRX from my win drops. Now, the pool has gone down quite a bit lately. Less people playing right now. People worried about the price of the tokens, or they're jumping to new here and now projects. I'm honestly sticking with this one because Wink, starting off as TronBet and rebranding to Wink, has been around over a year, and I don't see them going anywhere. Once again, Quarter 1, Quarter 2 of this next year are really exciting for me. If you haven't done it, go to wink.org or the Wink official Telegram room and check out the white paper and look at the roadmap for what's coming. Advancements in multi-currency, actually becoming the DApp platform that we've been talking about for a long time. So a lot of things in the future. Oh man. Feel like I gotta yawn a little bit. But back to it. It's been really great talking to you, and as I get more things going on, more advancements, I will bring them to you as always. As I get more news, and I know you hear it a lot from me. These two right here are my pet projects, but it's really this one. Tron is my thing. Justin Sun, I see what you're building. I completely see it. I see the vision. If not completely to your expectations, I see the vision. Because this is a part of that. This right here is a part of that. Just one thing. And Be Live, come on back. Let me know what the hell's going on. I was enjoying streaming on the platform because it gave me the capability to have a live audience while I record. and then do my editing and throw it back on screen. So BeLive, come on back, BitTorrent. Still love it. Still invested in BitTorrent, file sharing capability, BeLive, Tron TV. So all the things coming for Tron, man, I'm just loving it. So back again. Here we are with the Crypto Report. I hope you've enjoyed the information I've given you today. Peace out.